What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in your?
Hey, it's Ty.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike.
And welcome to another episode of the It's Not Your Diary podcast.
So, guys, we love what we're doing, and we believe that God definitely is working through us. And as we're on this walk towards generational healing, we'd love for you to walk with us. So if these episodes are helping you out in any which way, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and go ahead and share.
Thanks, guys. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Hey, y'all. So I'm back again with a bonus episode for y'all. I do want to start by just saying thank you. Like this past season, y'all just really was sharing with so many people, and we just really appreciate you all. But God did reveal something to me towards the end of the season, and I had to record it for y'all because I'm like, if this is a message for our listeners, they have to hear it. But it wasn't one of the topics, so I was like, well, it could be a bonus. The one main thing that God had revealed was if you're listening, it's not by default. It's not because you know either one of us. It's not because you're just supporting us. It's not just to get us another listen. No, if you're listening, God has you here for a reason, and He's trying to do a work in your heart. I don't know who it is, and I don't know if it's a lot of our listeners, but He revealed that somebody has some internal scars, and He's trying to soften up your heart and get you to open up a little more. And then there's somebody out there, some people have been asking you what's wrong and what's going on. And normally you say nothing. And He's been revealing, and He's shown me that He's been sending people into your life trying to help you and trying to push you, but you have been pushing them away. And then there's some people, so basically God has been speaking to you, sending people into your life, and He's been trying to do a work in you, but you haven't really been obedient to what He's put on your heart. And this is me. Like this message that He gave to me, I was like, oh, it was for our listeners, but it was like also resonating with me. And then some of you, God has revealed what's already holding you back, and you've been ignoring the signs. Some of you, He's been standing at your front door and you act like you can't hear Him. Some of you, God has placed you here and you have heard a word. You have heard something here, and you have heard what He's trying to do in your life. And there have been different signs that He's showing you that you're on the right path, but you're not leaning into them. You're kind of just taking them and just brushing them off. And all of our listeners who He's talking to, who you feel like you've ever heard something that's really resonated with you, He's saying that you have internal scars, and He's giving you a way out, and He's giving you a path. I don't know who you are, but I know He's kind of speaking to a few different people, but He's giving you a way out. He's giving you a path. He's giving you the direction, and like you've tried the meditation and the therapy and the venting and all these other things, but you've yet to face your internal scars. And He really wants you to know that once you face these scars, He'll be able to bless you. And I got this word. I need you to confront this so that you can move past it, so I can give you everything I have for you, because you are not ready right now. And I need you to get ready for what I'm about to do. Because if you're not ready, you'll lose this blessing that He has. But this is the blessing that you've been waiting for. It's like me, like I'm in my waiting season. It's things that God has put on my heart to do. It's things that, it have constantly crossed my mind. So when I was just having my time with Him, He was sharing His message with me. I was like, whoa, like, Yes. And it's like we are in this waiting season and we're prolonging that. And I think that's something that we also talked about last episode, like us prolonging the season that we're in because we just get so caught up in the here and the now in the world. But God just like stopped everything in our life so that we can really focus on the gifts and all the things that He's trying to do in our lives. There are people listening who have wounds and you need to heal. Like you have to face these things. He revealed that there are relationships you need to put to rest. There are family members you need to speak to. And he's basically saying you need to do all these things because there are people's lives attached to you. There are people's lives attached to your obedience. People's purpose is attached to your obedience. And when we think about it, our family's lives, they are attached to us. And the blessings are also attached to our obedience. So whatever that is that He's really been putting on your heart to do in this season, or He's been putting on your heart for a while, like that's what He's really pressuring us to do right now. And He really just doesn't want us to repeat the cycles, but we're basically repeating them. And for me, I'm realizing like I'm also repeating them. So how can I redirect this? Because sometimes we don't listen, but He just kept revealing like it's time to move. You've listened to all these podcasts and you've read all these books, but He's like, no, it's time to move. You've listened to enough podcasts. You've done enough research. You've read enough books. You've gossiped enough. You have went out enough, but it's really time to move. It's time to move on everything that He's trying to do. And when I was writing this, I just really had this fire. I was just feeling like I was on fire on the inside. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I feel like I also needed to hear it. But God really spoke and just saying, you've cried enough. I don't know who you are, but He really wants you to know you've cried enough. You've been angry enough. You've been hurt long enough. You've been empty long enough. You've been sad long enough. You've been selfish long enough. You've been through enough, and enough is enough. I really don't know who you are. I don't know if it's just one person. I don't know if it's multiple people, but He just revealed that we can't be complacent. And no matter what, we have to move, and someone needs to move, but it's uncomfortable. And I know because I also need to move and it's uncomfortable for me, but we have to move. And if it's something that we all have to do together, that's just something that we have to do. Like we're here for a reason. He didn't just put this podcast inside of me just for people to listen and support. Like I told y'all, it's very uncomfortable for me to come on here and do the podcast in the first place, but it's needed. It's what He needs. There are souls listening and He needs you to move in this season. And that's how we really, really know that it's God, because whenever God is asking you to do something, you will be uncomfortable, but He's asking you to do something that we know deep down that we need to do. And we know deep down, like this is a good thing. It's a needed thing. Like it's something that we know, and it's not something that you have to sit and pray about. God didn't reveal that to me, but He said, whoever you are, and He's not really giving us an option in this season. Our whole future depends on our obedience in this season right now. And I don't know what season you're in right now, but in order to get to the next season, in order for things to change, in order for you to start seeing things move, we really have to be obedient. And if we don't, like I said, we are prolonging this season. And I know if y'all are in the same season as me, you are tired of being in this season and you tired of prolonging it and you ready to just move. But there are people holding you back. There are situations holding you back. There are thoughts holding you back. And He's really trying to get us up out of that because we're comfortable there. We're comfortable with these people. We're comfortable in these situations. We're comfortable with these family members. We're comfortable in this season that we're in, even though, this season is annoying and we're trying to get out of it. It's comfortable because in order to get out of it, it's going to be super uncomfortable, but we got this. And sometimes being obedient to what He's asking us to do, we don't even know. Like we're only focused on what we're focused on, and God is trying to shift us in this season. He's trying to get us to shift our focus. Whether you listen the day this drops or you listen 6 months from now, 2 years from now, God needs you to move and to heal. And those internal scars that you have, he's really, really trying to work in them, and he's really trying to bless you. But we got to face that. We can't keep going to the next season. We're going to be healers, and then we're going to take the next step for our families and, the generations before us and after us. We have to get up and be obedient to what he's asking, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's hard, even when that might mean we have to sever some relationships or distance some people. And the last person he says is a bargainer. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's been me. And he basically needs you to step out and be uncomfortable and keep going, because you keep pretty much going in your own direction. But he's like, no, I'm trying to turn you. We got north, south, east, and west, and you are comfortable facing east. You don't want to turn no other direction, but he's trying to get you to turn. There are so many more directions in life. And yes, east might be comfortable for you. Living over east might be comfortable for you, but God is really trying to get us out of what we're comfortable with. And bargaining with God is just going to prolong that season. Like, we can't keep bargaining with him when it comes to stepping out of our comfort zone, bargaining over our blessings. What if I started this instead of this? What if I just date him like God told you, be celibate, or don't date anybody, or stay with that person and help them, or love that person despite of what's going on. And we're just like, but why? But can I do this? But can I do this? And it's not making sense, but there's a reason behind it all. And we have to be obedient to what he's telling us to do. And if you are facing these uncomfortable scars, he's really talking to you. And I know we all have some type of scars, but if you know that there's something that God has put on your heart and that he constantly has on your mind, I really just want to challenge y'all to pray on it, ask for confirmation, and move, because he's really trying to get us to move, because we've been in this season for way longer. We've been prolonging this season for way longer than it's needed to be prolonged for, and it's time to move. So I just want to come on here and share this message that he had revealed to me for y'all. I know I'm going to miss y'all so much, but I did just want to let y'all know what's to come. Next season, we already have the rundown. We have so many guests planned out. This next season will actually be a little different. It'll be very interactive. And for the month of July, our off month, we will be launching some merch for y'all, some generational healing shirts. We'll also have some trauma shirts and some men journal too. If y'all not following us on Instagram, please make sure you're following us at It's Not Your Diary. Don't forget to subscribe to our journal assignments. And if you're subscribed, you'll actually get the updates. Don't forget, the rest of the month of June, we're finishing up our self-discovery challenge. And am I forgetting anything? Yeah, we just have a lot of stuff coming up for y'all, and we'll be designing some journals, some interactive journals that'll actually already have journal assignments in them, which will be great. We're focusing on mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health in a sense, journaling about those things. We'll also have a blank journal for y'all, and we're still looking for brand ambassadors. So if you know anybody, they can hit us up, but make sure you're subscribed to our website so you can get all the new updates for what's coming down the pipeline. You'll get the update for when the merch goes on sale. We'll probably do a pre-sale, but tune in today to our Instagram to see all the great products. See y'all in a few weeks. Bye.